Raul Perez. I am a CPA, licensed in Virginia. Nitto, being such a large and mature company, a lot of their business growth have happened through acquisition, particularly in the U.S. So it is true that we have a large presence. We have multiple businesses. So our landscape was one that is very decentralized, no uniformity in terms of process, in particular when we come to account reconciliations of the balance sheet. We have 5 different ways, 5 different hierarchies, even approvals matrix were not even consistent. So we had a process that was all over the place, and we could not get a pulse as to where do we stand in any single day in terms of the closing. We cannot get a pulse of whether the account reconciliations or the steps have been properly reviewed and approved, because simply just the data was not there, was not organized in a manner that could be reviewed or monitored. We went through our first JSOX review from our team from Japan. So these JSOX review show, again, many deficiencies. The most important one was surrounding the month-end closing. We were confronted with basically the problems that we need to reflect these changes. We need to have reconciliation. We need to show and prove that they were done on time, that they were reconciled, the variances were properly addressed in the right time, that it was reviewed, and everything was archived, so it is available for review. In order for us to address this, we knew that we had to go to some sort of automated system. Because even if we were able to prepare all the reconciliations, which in this case amounted to about 800 reconciliations a month, it was virtually impossible. So we really had a big mandate to fix this. And together with feedback from PwC, we came across a list of possible solutions, and SkyStem was one of them. And our biggest, selection methodology was, this for us has to be at the right complete solution. We did not want to go into bring a software that address, less than 100%. We early on figure out that we want a solution that primarily we can implement, meaning the finance, and that we can maintain it. So we focused basically on 3 main aspects. One was it had to be a fast implementation. I mean, once we determined that the solution is the right solution, ultimately, it needed to combine the fast implementation, it needed to be affordable, and it needed to be easily used. Altogether, we were, from beginning to end, we actually did this in less than 60 days. Everybody was very cognizant as to why we need this. This was not a luxury. Now, obviously, as we move forward in the training and trying to go through the specific, there are challenges because not everybody feels comfortable in terms of using new systems or understanding the process. Some people take them a little bit longer to feel comfortable, and we had to pace ourselves, by group, by level of people in terms of providing the adequate training and providing the assistance that they need. We embedded the various reconciliation templates. We embedded the process of art into our policies and procedures. So if you were coming new to the organization, you were reading a policies and procedures that pretty much go hand by hand with the system that you are going to use. So we had a long list of accounts that needed a lot of work. So the real benefit of this is that within the first few weeks that we went live and we completed the entire process of the 800 and plus account reconciliation, we began then using the tools to archive, to rank, and start having a second plan as to focus on those specific accounts that have issues and trouble. And for the first time, we have visibility of what the real problems were. We have a tool that allow us to monitor and take action to all those various differences that we have. And on the tax manager was also one that helped us prioritize and the criticalness of each of the process, and was for the first time, by having this specific task, understanding who's doing what and the time, we were able to improve upon that process. Now we had a clear understanding of what steps people were taking during the closing process, and one of the benefits again was to be able to realign and more efficiently circulate those tax during the month, and not to mention all the financial adjustments that we had made during those months as we were progressing with the reconciliation process.